Um, all right. Yeah, so I thought I'd just do a live. Um, I was going to do a live yesterday, but I got caught. I got caught on another live. So I'll just wait for a few more of you to jump on. I'll sit here and smoke a spliff, maybe, if you know what I mean. I don't do that. I don't do that. But yeah, so look, last night's live was interesting, and it's getting a little bit out of hand now. It's getting ridiculous. Just a word to Archie: stop messaging my missus with threats. Number two, if you and John want to fight me, to be honest with you, hello, what's crack-a-lacking? If you and John want to fight me, look, I can't wipe my own backside without getting out of breath. Liam, what do you want to be in my video for? What do you want to be in it for? You got to give me a good reason to come onto my lives. Hello, will the real Michelle Blake please stand up? This must be a fake account, Michelle. You know, this must be fake. It can't be right. You know, you're not. I don't think you're. Yeah, it's not you really. It's you're probably someone else. That's. Oh, am I? Am I what? I've had the same problem with my kid's husband being threatened. No, it's me. It's definitely you, Michelle. All right, because I just wanted to make sure. All right, so yeah, so look, I was on a live last night, and look, if Archie or anybody want to fight me, look, I can't wipe my own backside without losing breath. So my health won't allow me to go into a full-on brawl. Sorry. What are you sorry for, Brennan? If you want to come onto the live, but you got to keep it relevant. I mean, it's, you know, I've got to clear the air at some point with some people. So yeah, look, if I'm not in a position to fight him, you know, I'm not in a we saw it, good lad. Yep, it's me. Are they going for your missus? Well, what they're doing, Michelle, is Archie's more than happy to, you know, it can message me, but he's choosing not to. He's actually choosing to post threats to her, well, through her for me. I post them all on Facebook anyway, so you can see them. They're on Twitter. I'm in the position to fight them. Well, here's the quandary. Look, to be honest with you, look, last night's live was it was hello, Helen. It was interesting. And the reason that when you go on the live with these guys, and I've said this to a few people, is there's some people I'm not going to mention because I said I wouldn't, but I have had this conversation. You can laugh, mate. I'm bloody serious. We've had enough. Well, I think everyone's had enough, Shell. You know, I think everyone's had enough. You know, the thing is, you know, you've got to shout when you're on those lives with these guys because you can never get a word in edgeways. And you know, look, I'll start off with Wayne. Okay, I'll start off with Wayne. You know, I'll start off with Wayne. Wayne's going to be the easiest one to tackle right now. I will go on live with them, but they are cowards. Well, okay, yeah. Wayne came on the live because Archie couldn't do it himself. Why he's got to bring other people into live, I've got no idea. It did look a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest with you, and it did look like he was like a deer in headlights from some of the comments that I've seen. But Wayne came on there, and you know, Wayne's speech is very. It comes across very patronising when he's talking to you. It's really condescending. So basically, Wayne won me over in that live. Wayne was so deliberate to be liked and loved. Don't be fooled, James. Well, here's the thing, Shell, is, you know, he won me over, and then he lost me again. And the reason that he lost me again, you would put him down with your little finger. Jamie, we're not doing that. Stop getting me into fights, dude. I'm too old for that crap. I'm too old and too battered. 20 years of martial arts training has caught up with me. So I'm too old for that crap, man. So look, Wayne won me over. He, I did sort of edify Wayne when we were having that conversation, because Wayne sits and listens. He asks a question, he sits and listens, which, the best conversationalist is the person that sits and listens. All right. A conversation got to be two ways. Offering to help you, yet you would throw it in. Offering to help you, yet would throw it in your face at the first opportunity. Yeah, he does come across condescending, but like I say, he did win me over. He asked me a question, have I got anything against him? And the answer is no. The only reason that I mocked him on my video, and this is an interesting fact, and it's on the video, and if you notice, I pull him up on it, because he has been told what I've said on my videos, and I actually propose to go and actually watch my video and see what I actually said, because what he's hearing is hearsay. There's no facts, there's no fact and no fiction in it, because he's just listening to other people. He's not watched the video of what I said about him. The reason that I did a video on Wayne Foxy was because I watched the live that he did, and we've all seen it. We've all seen it. It's on the internet, and he started talking in tongues. And I actually pulled him up on that. Do they really believe in reptiles? Yes, Jamie, they do believe in reptiles. As in people are reptiles, like the royal family. They do believe that, yes. So it was comedy gold. It was comedy gold. And this is what I said to Wayne last night. I said, look, when you start doing that, I will laugh. And as will everybody else. And I did say to him last night, look, you start doing that and you're going to put a target on your back. Which he did. Start doing something out of the ordinary, because people fear the unknown. All right? And that, to a lot of people, is just complete and utter lunacy. And I said this to him last night. I said, it's just lunacy. And I was part of that group, and I've explained many times why I left that group, but, these people don't tend to listen. So I left all that crap behind, and I'm better for it, because it was all very negative and, yeah. But yeah, it did win me over, but then he lost me again. And the reason that he lost me again was because he started to preach the same stuff. Now, the thing with these people is, Wayne, all right, is condescending in his tone, all right. So even though he studies body language, he said last night he studied body language, but the thing is with body language made up in 3 parts, okay? And I'm going to break these 3 parts down for anybody who's watching, all right, or anybody who watches. The first part of body language is, as in communication, is 13% is words. So 13% of how we communicate is words. I need to say 100 words for you to hear 13. All right? I've got to find the right 13 words for you to hear. So there comes in the next percentage, which is 36%, which is tonality. Now, tonality is inflection in voices, which again, I'm being condescending myself now. So the tonality in somebody's voice is 36% communication. Now, the other 51%, you can do the mathematics, or the other 51% is body language. So the majority of how we communicate is via our body, how we stand, how we sit, how we communicate, basically. Whether we communicate with our hands, whether we communicate with gestures. I'm very sort of handsy when I communicate. So if I'm trying to get a point across, I'm very handsy. I like to, a bit like, who's the chef? Gordon Ramsay. Can't believe I forgot his name. I love that guy. So yeah, I'm very handsy when I communicate, and I'm very kinetic. So I communicate via movement a lot of the time, which again is 51%. I do try to use the tone to to get things out there, which is, hey, wifey, I miss you. I miss you more. We call animated. Yeah, animated, yeah. So there's is it kinesthetic? No. It's something anyway. It's yeah, animated, and that's how I communicate. But I also try to use tone as well when I'm talking to people, because I need you to, I miss you too. Oh, no, hurry up. Hurry home, my darling. So, yeah, that's the woman that I beat up, by the way, which I'll get into in a second. So, yeah. Oh my God, stop typing a minute, stop typing. This is why I should turn comments off. So yeah, he is very condescending, but he does sit and listen. But his tonality is very, do you remember years ago there was the Crash Test Dummies brought out a song. And I'll tell you what, that was so boring. All right, Miss Bland. So that was so boring, and people don't buy songs because they've got duh, and it's just monotone, and nobody listens to that. But the reason that it lost me was because it just started to preach the same thing, and all it was love, 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 and having the audacity to ask me if I have ever experienced love. Okay. I have a child. Well, he's turned into a little man now. I have a child. Of course I've experienced love. Okay? I experienced love, the unconditional love. Okay? But I was also watching someone else, and they say that love isn't the strongest force. Isn't the strongest force. Trust is, because I can love somebody, okay, but if I'm always checking the phone, I'm not trusting them. Do you know what I mean? So that's where he lost me. So unless Wayne does something, I'll say this now, unless Wayne does something completely out there, then I'm gonna back off from Wayne. Okay, and it's almost like he wants some kind of recognition. It's almost like he wants some kind of I don't think he's had a lot in his life, and I think this is why he's always on Archie's lives, and Archie's always doing lives, because I think that I do lives every now and again, and this, like I said, this will be the last live I talk about Wayne. But Wayne did win me over, so from this point forwards, I'm not gonna mock Wayne unless he does something ridiculous. All right, unless he does something completely out there, I'm not going to mock him. But behold the underlying truth. But I tried to do a live with Wayne alone, and he totally blocked me. He does want popularity. Look, let me answer some of these. Things before we carry on. Hi, Michelle. I put him down with a little finger. Wayne's desk. Oh my God. You can laugh and bloody serious. I go on a live with him. Two cowards. Wayne was so depressed to be liked and loved. All right, so yeah, well, I've covered that. Putting down your little finger. Oh my God. Yes, they do believe in reptiles. They believe the Queen is a reptile. Man of God yet condemned everyone who doesn't agree to hell. Yeah, he did. He did to me last night. He told me I'm going to hell, which is like, hang on a second. Who are you to condemn me? No, you can't condemn me. Only God can do that. And like I say, I don't believe in God. I do believe in a higher power. That's what makes me a Freemason and a Illuminati person as well. Plus, I'm paid by the government. Aha. They believe the Queen is a 8-foot reptile that eats babies. Yes, they do. As much of a body language expert as the Queen is an 8-foot lizard. Yes, he is. She is. Where am I? I got 13 words for them, but yeah, I'll type them. Yes, I am animated. When were you in their group? Did they quote a lot of David Icke? They were sort of behind David Icke quite a lot, and I don't know the guy. I've seen him on TV and stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not interested in all that sort of stuff. I don't want to know. I thought he was going to start singing Cher. A bit the type of couple who, when you're on the phone, like hang up. No, you hang up. No, we're not, Michelle. The thing is Mindy and I are we're quite inseparable, really. You know, we don't like. I don't like being apart from her. I don't think she likes being apart from me. But you know, we are quite inseparable. We pretty much do everything together. Obviously, we don't go to the toilet together. Hold that thought. But yeah, but no, we don't really, we very rarely text, we very rarely have phone calls because we're always together. So we don't need to do that. But if we were, then it probably would be, yeah. I have pizza, but I don't trust it to not make me put weight on. Wayne wants popularity. Yes, he does want popularity, and he's getting that popularity via Archie. See you soon, my darling. Bye-bye. I love you. Wayne is dangerous. He's a cult leader and exploits the vulnerable. Well, this is the thing about what I was thinking about the Wayne and the Archie thing was it's all very. If you've ever watched Charlie Says, that's the Charles Manson story. It's all like that. You've only got to watch 10 minutes of it, and it's like, oh my god, they are very much like that. The majority of them are smoking dope, which is making them hella paranoia. Wayne has also been anti-Semitic and considering Jesus was a Jew. It's rather ironic that he proclaims to be on. Right. The thing with that, Helen, is I don't think these people know what anti-Semitic means. Okay. I think they just throw it out there. I don't know why they throw big words out there. They don't know what it means. You know, like the word trolls. You know, I actually didn't know what a troll was. A troll isn't someone that goes on your page and starts slagging you off and starts calling you names. It's derogatory terms. Well, I suppose it is slagging you off, really, but it's derogatory terms that that bring into question that person's not integrity. I forget. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it brings into question that person. So that's what a troll is. You know, it's not somebody that just goes on there and laughs. So when you're on their lives and you're laughing emojis, that's not you trolling. That's just you having a laugh. So yeah. And Wayne does think he's on a mission from God. Yeah, I just say that I think that he thinks he's the second coming of Jesus or Jesus. So yeah, but it is very Charles Manson. So from this point forwards, I'm not mocking Wayne. Okay, Wayne is to me is an easy target. To me is an easy target. Cause distress. That's right, Michelle. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to put. You just Googled that and copied and pasted, didn't you? So a troll is someone who deliberately goes out of their way to be derogatory and cause distress. Okay, but a laughing emoji doesn't make somebody a troll, does it? No. What's even more ironic, Helen, is they quote Ike's theories and Ike claimed to be the son of God, which can be seen as the Bible false prophet. Well, let's get on to Archibald now. I'm being trolled. Somebody's trolling me. No, I just know what it means. Yeah, tell me anything. So the thing is, and Archie also came up with some, oh no, trolls are in. What's with the laughing emojis? What's with those laughing? Who's laughing? Archie also said something intellectual, you know. I asked him if the Bible is real, and somebody posted that the Bible is real, but that doesn't make every book real, you know. That doesn't make every book real. My comeback to that was, just because I've read Dr. Seuss, does that make Cat in the Hat real? Okay? You can't prove the Bible is real. You can't prove, what I mean when I say that is, yes, the book is real, because it can be held and it's real, but you can't prove that the words inside it are genuine. Who wrote that? Where are they now? Where are their descendants to prove this? Okay? If I want if I want to prove my descendants, if I want to look at my family tree, then I've got to provide certain things. But nobody can provide anything that that proves. Hang on a second. Yes, it's water this evening. Nobody can provide anything that proves that the words in the Bible are real. Okay. Now I'm not saying they're not real, but you can't prove it. Okay. Just like you can't prove to me that, you know, that I don't know. There's certain things out there that we can't prove. You can't prove to me that there isn't another life form in this universe. You can't prove that. Because I want to see that proof. And that's what proof is. Proof isn't somebody saying, well, he said, she said, that they said, that his cousin said, that his grandfather said, that, you know, he got it from his, from his knapsack. That's not proof. That's hearsay. Proof is something physical evidence. It's physical evidence. And nobody right now, unless you have got, and I'd like to see it, can prove, as in physical evidence, that the Bible, the words in it, are genuine. You can't prove that. Oh, the water's been distilled and had the nanotechnology taken out of it. No, it's straight from the tap, Helen. You know, if the reason I know, no, it's straight from the tap. I just drink water straight from the tap. Why it's cold upstairs and it's downstairs, I've got no idea. But yeah, so no alcohol tonight. Oh, you sinner. Well, here's the thing. All right, let's play a game. Who wants to play a game? Give me a laughing emoji if you want to play a game. There's all 6 of you watching. Who wants to play a game? Laughing emojis, go, 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 go. I want you to play a game. I want to play a game. Oh, we know you do, Helen. Right, you want to play a game? Right, okay, so I'm gonna play a game with you. All I want you to do is, and you got to watch out for the comments, is I want you to name the 7 deadly sins. Okay? So, you don't just have one and then make that a new comment. So, deadly sin number 1, boom. Don't put all 7 up there, just put one at a time. So, 7 deadly sins, what are they? Because I was going, I got to 6 last night and I'm like, what is number 7? Number 7, what is the 7th one? So what's 7 deadly sins? I'm just trolling. Gluttony, all right. What is gluttony? Can these do-gooders, these truthers, be, are they, these people that preach to God, are they gluttonous? Gluttony is overfeeding. Gluttony is just pigging out. Gluttony is just eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. Okay? So, are they gluttonous? Is that a word? No, I don't think they are gluttonous. Okay? Greed, yes. Are they greedy? Well, they want the ego. They want the followers. They want people to watch them. Now, the thing is I watched a live last night with Claire Calvert, and Archie was on there, and all he was doing, and people call me narcissistic, he was shushing her, he was swearing at her, he called her bitch. Did I spell that right? She was just having a go. She was just shouting, and she had to shout. I was like, wow, okay. These two go way back. I'll come to envy in a second. But yes, and he said, oh, look at all you four watchers. Now, the thing is I don't do content for hate. That would be wrath. Maybe. And he said, the thing is I don't do content for, 60, 70 people to watch. Archie's got hundreds and hundreds of friends, I'm guessing. But he only has 20 or 30 of them listening to him. So what does that say? What does that say? So yes, the greed for the attention. They're greedy for the attention because they're on lives every single night. And they go to these marches. And the thing, I'll come on to the match in a second. Envy. I believe, you see, the thing is I think these people are envious of the lives that we have. And I'll tell you why for. Because I'm not looking over my shoulder every single day worrying who's watching. I'm not looking over my shoulder thinking that, the government is shutting me down. I'm not, I blame internet connection for if my live feed goes down. I don't blame they, the royal they. They're shutting us down. I don't blame those people. I'm not on a witch hunt for somebody else. I'm not on a power trip. I don't want to be getting up every morning thinking, right, what's the fight today? And I'd like to know what it is they're actually fighting, because they're doing nothing about it. And when I say doing nothing about it, they are doing nothing. They're marching, they're doing whatever, but that's not marching. I asked Archie last night, what have you done? And his attitude was, I'd have to explain myself. Okay, well, who fly? Shoo fly you better than me. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I'm like, no, you don't. But what have you done? If you were to take Archie out of a 1 million person march, what has he done? What impact has that person had? Zero. You take 1,000 people out of a 1 million person march. How has that impacted? It hasn't. It's not impacted the march whatsoever. Where have we got to? Greed for attention. Okay, hate, which would be wrath. Let's go with wrath. Somebody keep a tab of these. So wrath. This is what Archie has got towards me. He wants to hurt me. He wants to hurt somebody, and I think that somebody's me. Not that I'm bothered, but I think that's wrath. To show that hate, to show that, to come out and say that I want to hurt you, that is wrath. You're going to feel my wrath. That is not good. That is a lot of pain. That is somebody that's in a lot of pain. So yeah, that would be hate. Sloth. Sloth is when you're just lazy. Maybe I'm guilty of sloth quite a lot, but I can't do a lot of things because of my health. So are they sloths? Are they lazy? I don't think so, no. Because they're always active, they're always doing something. So they're not guilty of that, I don't think. Pride. Pride. I don't think pride is a... yes, it is. Yes, it is. Pride is something that they will fall from. They'll fall from that very, very shortly. And I think they are too proud. They are too proud to admit that somebody else has an opinion that's different to theirs, that's not theirs. Like I said to Wayne last night, your truth is you call your truth God. I call my truth a higher power. Does that mean that we're both wrong? Does that mean that we're both right? No, just your truth is your truth and my truth is my truth. My belief is my belief. Okay? It's like tradition. Okay? And I say this about karate as well. You might have beef on a Sunday afternoon. That's your traditional Sunday dinner. But just because I have chicken, does that make me untraditional? No, that's just my tradition. Do you know what I mean? You might go down on Christmas morning and have breakfast first, then open your presents. That's your tradition. Some of you might open them before breakfast. That's your tradition. You might put the tree up 12 days before, you might take it down 12 days after. That's your tradition. Every year you might buy your kid you might buy your kid a new thing. That's your tradition. That's your belief. That's what you do. Okay? Lust. Well, Archie did say a lot of things, and he is messaging my missus considerably, but only to slag me off. Now, he did say that my other half is, and this is where more bad than good can come of this. He did say that my other half is messaging somebody else, and that she's cheating behind my back. Okay. He also said that I am abusive and that I hit her. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If he knew our relationship, he would know that nothing can faze us. We have been through so much in the 2 years we've been together, and nothing can faze us. We've been up, we've been down. We are solid. To me, right now, we are as solid as, we are just immovable, okay? We're like a mountain. You can't move us. But if I was an abusive partner, do you not think that this wrath, these words that Archie said last night about my other half, do you not think that behind closed doors, I would have then kicked her teeth in? If I was abusive. That would have triggered an abusive partner. Now, I am going to do a video on abuse. It might not be live, but I'm going to upload it to YouTube channel because I want the YouTube channel to be more self-help as well as, you know, maybe calling people out. I'm going to go back to the self-help stuff. So do you not think that that would be a trigger for me? It's like, oh, yeah, she's seeing someone else. Yeah, I don't think she is. Phone goes down, so does she. He would have triggered that person. So he's just lucky that he was talking to me and not somebody who actually is abusive. Not somebody who actually is narcissistic. Lust. I think he wants my missus. So, yeah, lust. Proof is I've been living the best life my life since I got from a trip to Italy, and they have been all over it. Well, that's the thing that... Look, it's called tall poppy syndrome, Michelle. And the tall poppy syndrome, it's an Australian thing, I believe. And the tall poppy syndrome is anytime there's somebody doing better, or somebody's happier, or somebody seems to be getting on with their life, there's always going to be some poppies around that want to just chop them down. Okay? So they want to be the taller poppy. All right? So that's called tall poppy syndrome. So, yeah, you're going to get it. They don't like you anyway. They can't stand you. So they hate you with a vengeance. So whatever you do good in your life, whether it's right or whether it's wrong, whether it makes you happy, whether it makes you sad, whatever you do in your life, they will jump on anything you do because they want the tall poppies. They want to be the tall poppies. Okay, you could win the lottery tomorrow and share it out amongst everybody and give everyone £1 million. You've won that much money, you give everyone £1 million. They would still find a way to drag you down. I'm telling you, they still find a way to drag you down. You could come up with a cure. You could come up with a cure, I mean, it's probably there anyway, but a cure for cancer and win the Nobel Peace Prize, and they would still drag you down. They'd find a way, okay? So whatever you do, they're going to drag you down. Tall poppy syndrome. Best thing is, don't let that happen. Don't let them get to you. Don't give them a rise. Last week I was 3,000 feet in the air. John, a hot air balloon. In the air, John, a hot. Is John hot? And they picked it apart. 3,000, man, that is, do you know what? I can't pick that apart. I'm really, really terrified of heights, but I would go in a hot air balloon. And to be that high up and just see everything and just be like free, that would just be so freaking amazing. So for that, I envy that. I envy that. You know, that is, that's my deadly sin. All right. So good on you for doing that. You know, I'd like to do it. I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it, but, I have a good relationship with my husband, kids, and they're all trying to ruin my marriage. They will do. They will do. Because again, you have something they don't. You have something they don't, which is you have that relationship. You look on Archie's page, he's in an open relationship. Okay, I don't know Wayne's situation. I don't know any of the truth of situations, but I just know what I see. And you know, they are. I think there's a jealousy there. There is an envy there, you know, because I don't have much. Okay, I don't have anything, but what I've got, I am the richest person on the planet. Okay, I don't have material things. I've had material things. Okay, I'll get into that sort of stuff in a second. Yeah, he does 100%. If you told them you were a different religion, they would say you're going to hell. Well, yeah, they would. All sins are lust, gluttony, pride, sloth, wrath, greed, and envy. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Spoiled the game. When you asked for proof, he had none. If he did, you... Exactly. His only proof was prove it's not. I'm like, that's a good argument. That's intellectual. That is something that, you know, is something that would come from someone with intelligence. Prove to me it's real. Prove to me it's not. Good argument. Very good argument. Where am I? That made me feel sick because I'm a survivor. Well, that's the thing, and I'm going to go into hell, and I'm going to do a live, maybe tomorrow, maybe through the day. So there won't be many viewers, which means there won't be many comments. But whoever does watch it, I'll you can comment. But I'm just going to put it onto YouTube. But yes, it can. That can have a. That is sick. That is sick. Same out of order. They are, yes. Tracy said she wants to break me. If that's what me, 8-year-old, okay. Again, that's not great. That's not godly. Exactly, Helen. I've just read that comment there. I'm not going to read that aloud because it's that's something for you. That's something you've put out there. I don't want to make that personal. All I want to do is exactly. It was beautiful. I bet it was. Yeah, I saw they attacked you, Michelle. Yeah, they do. I'll be watching definitely. Well, look. This is the thing. Is I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anybody. I'm not. I'm too old for that crap. I've been smart about what I'm doing. I don't want to. I don't like arguments. It makes a mockery of victims of domestic violence abuse. But that's the thing. Helen also is. I don't know if you noticed, but Archie also said that, you claim to have mental health, yet you can slag people off. But I'm not slagging anybody off, I'm just stating a fact. The thing with these truthers is they don't want to hear anything other than their side. So what I might do is, so look, I'm gonna, where Archie's concerned, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm not gonna, I'll still sort of maybe put some laughing face on the derp and stuff, but I just think these people need a little bit of help and a little bit of, they need some guidance. And I think their only guidance is something that they want to believe in. And I said this would happen. It brought everybody out of the wood. COVID brought everyone out of the woodwork. It brought all the crazes out of the woodwork, all the Illuminati haters, the Freemason haters and all this, it brought them all out. And it's like, okay, once COVID's over, what are you going to do then? So then they jumped onto Flat Earth. And then once they got that out of the way, they're jumping onto God now. You alright, son? Go and have a lie down, kid. So they're jumping onto that now. It's almost like, the church is the biggest business on the planet. Okay? So they talk about the Queen. They talk about the Queen being rich and sharing the wealth, etc. The church is the biggest business on the planet. It's the richest business there is. Okay? Plain and simple. That's all I was going to say on that. So yeah, look, I'm going to call it a day with those guys because I really can't do with because we're never going to get through to them. We're never going to get through. So I quit. I quit trying to. You can't teach stupid. You can't talk to stupid either. If somebody's so dead set on an idea and everybody else's ideas are, everybody else's ideologies are different to theirs, you're not going to change them. You are not going to change their mind. It's not going to happen. So I quit, fighting them. Now, if they come after me, then obviously I'm gonna, but the trolls and things, the first thing Archie does when he starts a live is, right, all you trolleys. It's like, well, hang on a second. You're just asking for it. It's almost like you want that attention. And because nobody's giving it to you, you've got some hate there. What you need, what these people need is, I think they need some support. All right, some genuine support. Because I know that if I needed help, I know that I could ask for help, and I know there'd be a certain amount of people that will be there. Okay? I have that. But when these people ask for help, I don't think there's others that would come running. So I think they are quite lonely people. All right, they're not comfortable in their own skin. They're not comfortable in their own on their own. They're not. I don't know. I just don't know. I did post in a group that I was added to last night that Archie. I think Archie needed some help, and you know, I think he's tormented. I think there's some torment there. I have sinned in the past, you know. I mean, we're talking about God and stuff, and I have sinned in the past, but who hasn't? As it says, let he who's without sin cast the first stone. You know. But the one thing they're not doing regarding the Bible is they're not loving thy neighbour, because they're hating on thy neighbour, condemning me to hell. Forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. So basically, forgive me for what I've done wrong, because I'm going to forgive someone else for their wrongdoings. They're not living by that. They don't live by that. And to talk down to people, that's just really going to wind people up. You know, telling somebody to shush is going to wind somebody up. It's just going to, you're condemning them to wanting to hate you. You're not winning friends and influencing people. The other thing is, they use the term narcissistic quite a lot. I'll probably do another video on this. There's loads of videos I want to do. So they use the term narcissistic a lot. Now, the thing with narcissism is I very much doubt they realise where it came from. Many, many, many years ago, once upon a time, there was a man called Narcissist. And he was walking along one day and he came across a pond. And he went for a drink of that pond and he saw himself he saw his own reflection. And he fell in love with himself. He fell in love with himself. To the point where he couldn't leave the pond, he couldn't take his eyes off himself. And he died there. Hence the term narcissist. Okay? A narcissistic person is all me, 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 me. Okay? Narcissistic tendencies don't necessarily make someone narcissistic. They just have traits. Okay? Because a narcissistic person is always in the mirror. That's where it comes from. There's the term narcissist. But he has no problem with his friends, including himself, setting up accounts and trolling Michelle, including posting edit pictures to make it look like an intimate image. These accounts are horrific in the abuse posts of very sexual nature. It's one of the most... Oh, really? Okay. So, but that's the thing, Helen, is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know, they don't see this. They can't see this. They don't see beyond their own nose end. And this is scary. This is where it gets dangerous, because they are unpredictable. And this is where it's okay for them, but not for others. It's almost like do as I say, not as I do. Now that to me is dictatorship. Like I said to Archie last night, you know, you were trolling me 12 months ago. Well, it was 12 months ago. You know, you can't talk about that. Why not? Why can't I? They're talking about the Illuminati. That was a long time ago. They're talking about the Freemasons. That was back in medieval times. So why can't I? It is very extremism. So why can't I talk about something that you did 12 months ago that didn't have any effect on me, but it was a case of, well, hang on a second. Yeah, you're stating the obvious and you're just being nasty. You're just being nasty calling names. You know, you're stating facts, but you're being nasty about it. Now, what I state is I state what I've possibly heard. I also did warn, and this is the thing with the Archie and the what I've said about the abortion thing is, I was told by his busy mate, Mark Allinson, that his girlfriend was having an abortion. And I kept that under my hat until, hey, I caught it. I'm going to hell. Oh, I kept that under my hat until a few weeks ago. So, you know, it's like, well, hang on a second. You want to pop at me, so I'm coming back at you. You know, you want to be the arsehole, I'm going to be an arsehole too. You know, it's and again, eye for an eye. He said an eye for an eye. That to me is hatred. That to me is, you know, you've called me names, I'm going to call you names, or I'm going to, you know, you bring a gun to the fight, I'm going to bring a machine gun, and then you bring a tank, I'm going to bring something bigger, and then you bring something bigger than that. It's almost like my dad's bigger than your dad, and I'll tell you what, guys, this is a lot. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. These people are trying to push their agendas. Why can't they just let people be? Why do they always have to be, you know, being activists? Because I don't see much activism. I see Archie in his car. Why he's always in his car, I've got no idea. I see Wayne sat in his front room. And I think Wayne went out the other day. I saw a live that Wayne did when he was out. It's the first time I've ever seen him out. And he went into the Millennium Dome, whatever it's called now, the O2 Arena. And, you know, he was told he can't film. Well, I can. No, you can't, because it's private property. You can't film on private property. Sorry. You can film in public. You can film anything you can see in public, but you can't film on private property. And he got all up at it. And then he went into Boots Chemist, and, you know, all the chemists closed, and the banks are closing down. Okay, because nobody's using them. Why? It's bad business to keep a failing business open. That's what many of that group are known for: counter-terrorism and class as significant risk. I would personally say that yes, they are slightly on that side of things. That it is dangerous, and it's don't get me onto chemtrails. Yeah, chemtrails was last year. No, it's still ongoing. Yeah, I want to be left alone too, Michelle. But I think the thing is, you know, we've got to be the bigger people, and the bigger people said, you know what, enough's enough. All right, I'm not going to say anything about you. You can, and then see where it goes. Chemtrails. Okay, my question on chemtrails, people. They say chemtrails are poisonous, and then they're poisoning us. Does that mean birds are kind of super? Does that mean birds don't get affected? Why aren't birds falling out of the sky? It's going to hit them first, isn't it? This poison is going to hit the birds first. They're higher up. Why are they all falling out of trees? If it was that poisonous, why aren't the birds dying off? That's my question. They do, you know, there is a weather control to cool the earth, to cool the planet, because, you know, the ozone layer is pretty much knackered. That's our fault. We've done that, and generations before us, we've done that. It's called industry. That was the video where he doxed his own family. Yeah, I don't know what doxed means. I'm going to assume it means that he actually outed his own family, and yeah, apparently he gave the details. He gave the details of his own family, and that was like, hang on a second, you shouldn't be doing that. And then, you know, he came out and said, oh, but the woman's going to be out of a job. Yeah, but she said she's going to Spain. She ain't bothered. But businesses close. You know, just because they closed Woolworths down. Remember Woolworths years and years ago, and Toys R Us? Just because they closed that down doesn't mean to say that, you know, that there's some secrecy there with Woolworths and Toys R Us. Does that mean that Woolworths went out of business because you all did it? Don't tell me lies. You all went past the pick and mix and, you know, nicked a couple of sweets. Don't tell me you didn't. I never did. A good boy, me. So yeah, you know, that's the thing is businesses close down, and if there's no footfall in a business, I should know this because I've run my own business. If there's no footfall, you've got to close it down. So in regards to what I've done with my life, you know, I was very successful. I used to earn 90 grand a year. I used to be at the top of my game. I was number 1 in the country in business. I had a massive team of volunteers that went around knocking on doors for me. I'd teach them sales, I'd teach them people skills, etc., etc. They would make loads of money as well. I was top in the karate. I had everything. I had the world at my feet. I used to live in a 6-bedroom house with a 300-metre garden that, you know, I rented it, but I could afford £1,200 a month rent. And it'd take me 3 hours to cut the grass. I'd have to cut the grass, then go down to the orchard, cut the orchard grass as well. 26, 27 years old, driving a Lexus 250, a £35,000 car, brand new. 3 months old, I think it was. So I had money. I had 3 and 4 cars on the drive. But that doesn't make you happy. You think it does, but it doesn't. I'm happier now. I ain't got anything, but I'm happier now. I've got peace. I've got a lot more peace in my life now than I had 2-3 years ago. I've got a lot more happiness in my life than I had 2-3 years ago. So when these people say, have you felt love? Everybody at some point has felt love. Ooh, ladies, ooh, I love those shoes. Ooh, I love that handbag. Ooh, I love that dress. Ooh, I'd love to go there. Yeah, went there, loved it. Went up in a hot air balloon, loved it. The thing with the word love is it gets thrown around so many times. And if you say the same word over and over and over again, it will and it does lose meaning. Okay? You tell your other half you love them every 5 minutes. It's going to lose all its meaning because it's just a word. Love is an action. Love isn't something you say, we need to love each other, you know, my brothers and sisters. And I can't stand that, my brothers and sisters. That is very cult-like. Very cult-like. I very rarely call somebody my brother or sister. You know, if I've talked to you a few times, I might call you my bro or I might call you dude or something like that. But, you know, my brothers and sisters, it's cringeworthy. It's very cringeworthy. And they've got the little hats on, that's cringeworthy. You know, the stormtrooper outfit, that's cringeworthy. Because, I'll tell you what, and I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I'm not a Trekkie, I'm a Star Wars fan. The stormtroopers, if you don't know, bruv maybe. Yeah, guys, you know, come on guys, I don't know why, I don't know if you say that to me or what. I'd love to see them in prison. You have everything still. Now you have your son. Yeah, she is totally my soulmate. If she ever left me, I don't know what I'd do. They said there's no problem with the ozone layer, government are lying to control us. Well, the government's always lying to control us. But I love Star Wars. But what I don't think they realise, and maybe they do, I don't know, is that back in the 1940s in World War II, the people, the group of military, the stormtroopers do work for the dark side, yeah. But it originated because, I mean, if you notice the hats, if you notice the helmets in Star Wars, they're very German. But the people that cleared out all the ghettos in all the Jewish, the military were called stormtroopers. That's so Hitler coined that term. Okay? But yeah, if you notice that, you know, Darth Vader's helmet, it's all very, because it kind of comes down and it goes out into a peak. You look at the German helmets in World War II. Stormtroopers work for the dark side, yes, but some stormtroopers also go into the light. Why does he dress up like that while sat in his bedroom? Yeah, for attention. For attention. That's why. That video might be taken down because I think he had the Imperial March on, and that'll be copyrighted. So it'll be blaming there for that video maybe taken down. Yeah, they were. He kept banging on about light side and dark side. I thought it was a Jedi. Well, if you agree with them, you're on the light side. If you don't agree with them, you're on the dark side. But look at the biggest, baddest, villain in the dark side. Even he came good. So we can be saved. We can be saved. Lucifer was the light of angel, but now they preach Lucifer is another name for the devil. And here's the other thing. Oh, that's what I wanted to say about Arch. Listen up, peoples. I need a drink. Whew, we've been going on for some time. Martyrdom. You need to feel my wrath. You're a set of trolleys. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. God bless you. I send you away with healing and peace and God bless. Then there's another live, plays the martyr. Look, guys, I just want all this to stop. I want all this bickering to stop. We need to focus on what we're doing. We need to focus on the task at hand and, just focus on ourselves. But then go slagging someone off. He plays the martyr very, very well. Okay? And that's how I would label Arthur the martyr. Not Tom Arthur. Can you just scan yourself to see if you are now Bluetooth chipped after drinking that water? If I am Bluetooth chipped, thank God, because I'll tell you what, I need some new everything. I need some new everything, some new joints, and I don't mean those kind of joints, or if you know what I mean. So yeah, easy Jack boy. So yeah, look, it plays the martyr very, very well. Slags everyone off. Arthur the I'm sticking with Arthur the martyr, Arthur, because he slags everyone off. Got so much hate inside him, so much passion about the Bible, and does this with his cross. And then plays the martyr. Then plays the woe is me. James, I want to see you in the ring. Come down. He said, I don't know if this was public. It can come down to my gym tomorrow. Today, come down to my gym tomorrow, and we'll. I think they've even got a ring there. The message I posted was him and John are more than willing to meet me, and yeah, I don't know why him and John, but yeah. So I know that'll be trapped wind. Their theories are crackpot. Terminator is real, AIDS is the vaccine. Well, that's the thing, you see, we don't know, do we? I did say when COVID was on, because I sort of got into that thing, and I sort of said, look, we're all going to be Demolition Man. That was the film I kind of related to with COVID. There'll be those that are vaxxed that live above ground, those that are vaxxed live underground. Maybe, we don't know yet, but I do, my views on the COVID pandemic won't change. They'll never change. I won't get vaxxed. I do believe that it wasn't as bad as it was promoted. I do also believe there is a virus called COVID, and I do believe it killed people, okay? I do believe that the vaccine out there might also be doing the same, but I don't know. These are just hearsay. This video might get shut down from YouTube, might be the first strike, because of what I've just said. So, the thing with that is it's now gone. Now what have they got? They've got the Bible. Now, the scary thing is that will be around for a long, long time. That'll be around for a long time. So, here's what I urge us to do. Is stick within yourselves. Stick within your own groups. Stick within your own bubbles. Stay within your own skin. Let them give out the hate. Let them go on preaching, because they're only preaching to converted people. They're not winning anybody over. They don't go to these rallies. When they do these rallies and these big speeches, they're only talking to the people that are converted. They're not bringing anyone new in. Okay, and anyone new is just, you know, I'm sticking with my family, end of. Good, good. Now, apparently you're coming back to the UK at some point. You do what you got to do, but for me now, I'm done with them. I'm done with it. You know, I'm done with them all. You know, if I do see something funny on a derp, I will, you know, I will comment as in jest, because I think a derp is funny. It's not particular. A derp nation doesn't really slag people off. Maybe actually thinks here's boxer. You know, come and spend time with family. I don't think a derp nation slags anybody off. I think it literally is what it is. It's just taking the piss. It literally is satire. I had to actually Google the word satire. Yeah, it's totally jest. It's totally a joke. You know, there's nothing serious on there. It's just memes and mocking people. That's all it is. It's just a joke. But if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Now, I might do this live now, and I might get loads of flack for it. You know, I actually might come on there and say, oh, the big fat bald bastard's done a live, and, you know, his stupid beard. It's not as stupid as yours, though, actually. No, I'm joking. I mean, yours is quite silly, though. It is harmless fun. But if people mock me for the way I've come across or what I've said, then that's up to them. You know, the laughing emojis, you know, I don't take those to heart. Because if I say something that you find crazy and ludicrous and just off the charts, and you're going to send out a load of laughing emojis, well, then you've then been affected positively, haven't you? There's always one that has to jump on the bandwagon. So yeah, so they should be thankful for these laughing emojis, because you see, seeing these actually now makes me laugh, because you've affected somebody. So if I do a prayer, listen, it's one thing harmless fun, but it's something when you go. That's very true. That's very true. And you know, this sort of stuff shouldn't happen. And they had a thing a few months ago with Tracy of the family, or whatever. I don't know the backstory, but you know, there was something out there that she's been threatened, and that is wrong. So, and I think I've said this on a live before. If anybody's watching this live and it is you setting up fake accounts, setting up fake accounts to then threaten somebody, that is wrong. That is totally wrong. You know, I don't know Tracy. I have been on lives when she's been on, and I have sort of laughed a lot. But if somebody's threatened her family, and they did, you know, they've sort of sent out there that, you know, that we know where you live. It's like, that's bad. That is shit. That's a cowardly thing. That's a cowardly thing. You know, I think they set up an account in the name of Jimmy Savile. I had to say it quick so that it doesn't get picked. And started threatening it. And I'm like, do you know what, Michelle? I think most of the time you talk crap, but that's wrong. So if you are watching this, and it is you that's setting up fake accounts to then send threats to somebody's family, you are the lowest of the low. I have been a victim of online bullying a few years ago. And I still don't know who the person was to this day. All right? They brought me down. They totally brought me down. And it was just messages. And I still don't know who they are today. Sound like Shaggy, wasn't me? Yeah, but they said it was me, and it wasn't. But that's the thing is, they think everybody's you. Michelle, they think everybody's you. They thought I was Truth Hurts on Twitter. They thought I was a Derp Nation. They thought I was you. You know, so the thing this is where the weed and the drugs come into play. You know, and let's be honest, they are doing that sort of stuff. Some of them do, and that adds to your paranoia. That adds to it. So they're just becoming paranoid, and that's not a good place to be. But like I say, if it is you, if you are watching this and it is you that's putting that crap out there and threatening somebody's family, then you really are scumbags. You know, and I know, Michelle, I know you've had it done to you. Whoever did that to you is a scumbag. They might not have done it privately. They might not have done it under a pseudonym, under a false name. They might have done it under their own name. But that, again, is also scummy. You know? So whether they're doing it to you and you know they are, or whether they're doing it to you and you don't know who they are, that's just the lowest of the low. That's a true coward. That's a true coward. Somebody that, you know, not so much makes fun of people. Okay, don't know either of them. Well, I know Laura, but I'm not mentioning her at all. We have an agreement. Whoever sent Tracy Well the picture of the rack of knives, yeah, that was very unacceptable, very unacceptable. And you should be, ashamed isn't even the word. They blocked someone the other day on their set, invite them on. Oh, they're responding. Just because you blocked. Well, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They did. But what they need to do is stop blocking people, and you know, see it from both sides. And again, this is another live I'm going to probably do at some point. Is the three sides to the coin. There's always three sides to the coin, and I like to be a person that looks at the third side. Sometimes we only see one side because we're so pent up and we're so angry. But there are three sides. So I'll try and remember what I said I'm going to go through. If you're around tomorrow, I'll probably go live at some point in the afternoon. Maybe, I don't know, 11:30, 12ish maybe, on abuse, abusive relationships and abusive people. Again, no research done, it's just my thoughts. So anything that I give, there's no research done, it's just my opinion. And, you know, just any knowledge that I might have, you know, from past, present, future. Just stuff that I've done, stuff that I've sort of recognised. So tomorrow, probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'm going to be live with abusive relationships and abusive people, things to look out for, things to not look out for. So it won't be a long live, but the video will also be uploaded to YouTube as well in case you miss it. And yeah, they need to stop blocking people. And at the end of the day, is night. However, Tracy has instigated the attacks on Tracy. She has attacked many people viciously and even told them, this lady who lost a family in the Holocaust, that she is no different to a Nazi, and relatives will be ashamed of her. Yes, I think I saw something like that. Now, I can't stand any jokes about the Holocaust. I can't stand the that situation being made light of. I absolutely hate it. But will I condemn someone? You know, I hear, I watch a lot of Jimmy Carr, and he made a joke about it. Does that mean to say that I'm gonna, you know, condemn Jimmy Carr? No, I just don't like those kind of jokes because, you know, it's not close to my heart, but it's close to, you know, to a lot of people, and that's something that should never happen. Little fact for you about the Holocaust. VW Beatles, the new shape. Tracy actually wouldn't stop ringing me in the middle of the night. Okay. Keep hearing the dog. I think it's... Oh yeah, Dougie's got a tongue. He just licks. He just licks. Right, fun fact. Not fun fact really, but the VW Beetles, when you buy a VW, you get a little plastic flower in there. Now I googled it, and there's two reasons why VW have put those flowers in the VW Beetle. One, which is alright, fair enough, is because VW is peace, so the flower is like the 60s, the peace. But I like the other term. Each flower represents a person who lost their life in the Holocaust. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. And again, something that should never happen. It's close to my heart. I'm Jewish. Achaim. Shalom. Trust you can Gary's account. Call my sister. Stupid o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they shouldn't be doing that sort of stuff. So you know, when I see this sort of stuff, just with the Jewish thing, I always think, oy vey, and I just think, man, you know, yeah, I'm burnt out now. Shalom, totally burnt out. But yeah, so if you want to join me tomorrow, do. If not, go to the Bearded Opinion, and I'll try and put some self-help stuff on there, because that channel, my first channel, The Bearded Truth, was all self-help until I started interviewing truthers. And I only interviewed the truthers for the group that was in the revolution. And they said, look, James, because none of these guys did lives. I actually never did lives until I came on. So I kind of started the trend for them to just jump on lives. So yeah, I posted a video that I had of interviewing somebody, and that was my third strike, and it got taken down. So the truther was fact checked, and it was removed. So I lost probably 100 videos of just, the majority was self-help. They also deny what's happening in Ukraine, which pisses me off. They do deny what's happening in Ukraine. However, I don't believe. I think if you ask Archie, I think he'd say something totally different. It's all a smokescreen. They say it's all a smokescreen, like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard go Depp trial. They're saying that was a smokescreen to take you off what's coming next, because everybody watched it. No, I didn't focus on that. You know, we're not blinkered. They're blinkered, yes. I'm not a blinkered person. You know, I just think I see a little bit wider range. I use peripheral vision, so I make judgment based on peripheral, not just what's in front of me. So yeah, they said that was a distraction, and so what if it was? It was entertaining, and I have a newfound respect for Johnny Depp. I have a newfound respect for men that go through that are in an abusive relationship. Guys, they think everything it is a distraction. They say that everything's a distraction. For what though? For what? If somebody's going to attack or something's going to happen, I'm pigging waiting for it. I'm sick of waiting for it. I'm sick of saying it's coming soon. Coming soon would be Top Gun Maverick. Great film, by the way. Watch it. Or, you know, season 5 of Cobra Kai. Don't let them see that, Michelle. They'll be like, yeah, you are. Yeah, but the thing, just because something's out there to distract us, that we're not gonna do anything else. You know, we're not gonna do anything else. And then I'm gonna finish off with well done, Boris, for staying in Prime Minister. I applaud him for that. However, it's a bit gutting that 148 of Parliament wanted him out, and only 211 wanted him to stay in. That's a big number. That's a lot of people stabbing you in the back. But I am glad that Boris is still in. Perhaps stupid, might be. You are, Michelle, and I have said before that you're one person I would not like to get on a live with and have an argument with, because you are fast. You are. They say that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, but it is also the highest form of intelligence. So yeah, you are fast, and I've got to give you kudos on the live that you did when you actually acted as, you put the hat on and you put the makeup on. I was thinking something similar a few nights before. I thought I could get a hat and put crew on it and just mock a little bit, but I've opened my home to anyone from the Ukraine that needs help. Careful with that, because the Ukraine women are coming over and taking our men. They're taking our men. But yeah, good on Boris for staying in. Yeah, it was funny. I had to start it again and watch it again. It was hilarious arse. Yes, very, very funny. Had it to a T. But that's okay. That's okay. It's just satire. So yeah, Boris, well done. Because I think that whoever we get next, it's going to be better the devil you know. Look at America, with they wanted Trump out and Biden in, and I wasn't a big fan of how Trump was because he was very. He's got narcissistic tendencies. I did this and I did that and me. But then I think it's better the devil you know. So, good on you, Boris. Now help us all out, man. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. Seeing as there's nothing decent on TV, bloody soaps are on. Seeing as there's nothing good on television right now. Television. It's not spelled that way, by the way. It's tell-I with an I vision. It's not even said tell-li-vision. It said television. Television. It's not even spelt with a lie. T-E-L. I-V. I-S-O-N. Is it? Television. As opposed to love, which is spelt L-O-E-V-E. No, sorry, Wayne. I had to do that, man. I had to do that because that's just a bit of a joke. Caught you out. Yeah, so it's not television, is it? So I mean that. I'll tell you what. That you can make anything out of anything. You can make anything out of anything. Don't worry, Wayne can't even tell the difference between cow and a bull. Cow and a bull. Is that because they're gender neutral? Is that because it's gender neutral, maybe? But look, so that's me out, peeps. I've rabbited on for so long now. You need to watch my live, James. I've not seen the video of Michelle, do me a favour. Can you if it's on your live, share it in Messenger for me? Cow on the Bull was hilarious. Well, I've got to watch it then. So, got to watch it. Share it with me. Otherwise, I'll be scrolling through it and it'll be like I'm stalking you, which I'm not. So yeah, I'm gonna go, people. I've rabbited on for so long now. Oh, thank you. There is a delay in this stuff, isn't there? Thank you for your time and effort. Thank you for your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to The Bearded Opinion. I'm on Twitter as well as The Bearded 43. So if you want to tweet me, you can. That's it. I'll just put in links on there of my videos that I've done to the channel, the YouTube channel. So yeah, so tomorrow, mañana. Thanks for watching. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. You can put loads of comments. I think I've answered most of them. I'm used to being stalked. Yeah, but not by a non-weirdo. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. So, good night, everybody. We shall see you on Thursday. Peace out, Jamie. Have those things come yet, Jamie? If they have, let me know. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.